hold me, nobody to hold me, no one to console me. And now we stand all alone, moonlight over a broken home. We're going nowhere fast and the world is so cold. I look around, nobody to hold me, nobody to hold me, no one to console me, no one to console me. Not a shoulder to cry on, not a shoulder to cry on. And I'm broken inside, I wanna know, I just wanna know, is it my fault? My fault? Fist fighting in the schoolyard, graduate to folk nation with a Ruger. Move wrong, I pull a tool, now I'm super strength. This on the line, I gotta prove my rank. Now who's thinking about the future when you cruise banking? I'm 16, making about $1.80 a day. And that was change, but I thought I was taking him to the bank. I'm thinking Range Rover, L, Mercedes, and Scarface. Now I'm parlaying, moving up a long way from the top. But God willing, baby, I won't stop. I'm in the fast lane, M16 and 40 Glock. I'm thinking drop any one of you motherfuckers to talk. And I'm cocky, walking the party, I'm getting topped off. Any one of you wanna be thugs getting knocked off. And I'm locked and loaded, I'm waiting patiently for any one of these motherfuckers to try and pop off. And now we stand all alone, moonlight over a broken home. We're going nowhere fast and the world is so cold. I look around, nobody to hold me, nobody to hold me, no one to console me, no one to console me. Not a shoulder to cry on, not a shoulder to cry on. And I'm broken inside, I wanna know, I just wanna know, is it my fault? My fault? I know I love my big brother, but I don't know what he's going through. Is he suffering? I really need him right now, cause I don't know my own mother. Her and dad are always fighting each other. I'm getting older now and I don't know if I can recover from all the fighting, all the yelling and screaming under the covers where I'm hiding from it all. But it never goes away, it never stops. Somebody tell him to stop. Is there something I can do? Was it something I did, something I said, something I could do better? I thought that maybe we can go and play today to tomorrow. Cause at the park they got a space that you can play at the bars. And you can play and you can sway all day until the stars come up. And you can see the moon lighting at dusk. And I can see us all there, mom, daddy, and brother. And we can play like them other families in the summer. And now we stand all alone, moonlight over a broken home. We're going nowhere fast and the world is so cold. I look around, nobody to hold me, nobody to hold me, no one to console me, no one to console me. Not a shoulder to cry on, not a shoulder to cry on. And I'm broken inside, I wanna know, I just wanna know, is it my fault? My fault? All I wanted was a family, now it's falling apart, this ain't no fantasy. I ain't no perfect man, but goddamn, give me a chance. I fall down, help me stand. My baby girl is confused, now we all feel abused. We know ain't nobody perfect, gotta work through it. Hurtful words can only worsen. I try to be a better man, but nobody to lean on and lead me to the dope man. Please, I'm on my knees talking to Jesus. I don't understand why I can't be what they need. I thought my love was enough, but I can't make it meet. Landlord said I got 3 weeks, and now I'm screaming to the stars at night. My whole life's falling apart. I'd rather say goodbye to this life. And now we stand all alone, moonlight over a broken home. We're going nowhere fast and the world is so cold. I look around, nobody to hold, nobody to hold, no one to console me, no one to console me. Not a shoulder to cry on, not a shoulder to cry on. And I'm broken inside, I wanna know, I just wanna know, is it my fault? My fault?
Check. There we go. Check. There we go. Yeah. Alright.
I never thought it would come to this. Oh shit, stop and frisk these motherfuckers all in. They call them lawless, I call it the world evolving. Another murder involved, your service hurting us all. Y'all trying to murder us all, you motherfuckers never see. 15 years old, you couldn't let it be. Another life deceased, another's rights depleted, another riot to be. Y'all must be darn depleted. I got society bleeding, screaming for another way. Militia got an axe to grind, they on their way, going fuck. We see our young kings and queens, they die in the streets, while a whole generation wave goodbye to their dreams. Cause now we fighting the war, our soldiers die in the concrete. Pale horse, he followed the wars, his name bleeds in every heart that's been victimized. Now he ain't free. The slave trade just indoctrinated since age 3. The rage of a civilization is on the brink. They got us chained, caged up, our freedom under siege. Better believe the evil that men do is on the screen. Fire in the sky, genocide in the streets.
We got pulled over for a busted tail light in the back. He killed my boy. You shot 4 bullets into him, sir. He was just getting his license and registration, sir. Please don't tell me he's
Alright. I want to do a quick live because I had a situation. Yesterday with one of my daughters. And I say one of them because if anybody knows me, knows I got 7 fucking kids. So, let me make sure this mic, hopefully you can hear me alright. Check. Alright, anyhow, I'm gonna take this pop filter off and get right up on the mic. How about that? Check, check, check. Alright, better. Alright, so yeah, if anybody knows me, knows I got 7 kids. My wife has twin girls, 2 boys. I got 2 from a previous relationship, and we got 1 together. I'll get into the blended family part in a minute, but the struggles of having a child with somebody that you are no longer with, well, it's a spectrum. It varies. It varies depending on the type of person that they are, but it's hard no matter what. There's lacks of communication. Often you're not communicating. Why are my pictures showing upside down? That's pissing me off. And it becomes really difficult to kind of sort shit out, the type of shit that need to be sorted out. That takes 2 parents, because I'm a strong believer in having 2 parents there to balance one another out. So I had an issue, you know. My eldest daughter is getting at that age where she's going through puberty, and she's got a lot of emotions running through her, and she's got it all figured out. So I'm sorry, let me make sure we got some of this shit all wrong. Alright, so basically what had to take place, what was necessary to take place, was me having to step in and have a discussion with her. I'm not even gonna fucking worry about this shit right now. There we go. That'll work. Yeah, I'm not even gonna worry about this shit right now. Alright. Sorry about that. Anyways, I had to step in. I had to have a discussion with her. She's going through a phase to where if her mother corrects her, if her mother does her job as a parent and corrects her when she fucks up and she's wrong, she lashes out. She all of a sudden turns into the worst mother in the world. If I correct her and if I say, hey, you know, this might be the wrong way to go about it, you're kind of doing shit the wrong way, you're kind of tripping, this and that. If I have to get on her ass about something, I'm suddenly a bad parent. And she has no problem at all telling the world this. Let me make sure my chat's working here. Since we only got one person in here, I can get my shit straight while I'm kind of doing this here. So we had to talk to her. We had to have a long talk with her and basically just kind of explain to her, you know, what the job of a parent is. And just because you don't like what a parent says or how a parent operates, it doesn't mean all of a sudden you have a shitty parent. And that's it. That's the bottom line. You can't. Sorry, I'm sorry about all the clicking around. Okay, now we're good. And it's hard because me and the mother, we don't talk much, and fortunately I'm an opportunist parent. I call myself an opportunist parent, and which means I take every opportunity that I can to try to instill a lesson, you know, a lesson of some kind, a guidance of some kind, a little tidbit of wisdom, because I've been through it all. If anybody knows me, anybody's referenced any of my channels or any of my videos, knows that I've gone through the fucking gambit. And this is a mantra that I often repeat. Make sure we're working here. Okay, we're good. And it becomes quite painful when your daughter, I have stepkids. I have 4 stepkids, right? And my stepkids don't even talk to me the way that my daughter does. And it's mainly because she's not around. The last time my daughter came around was Christmas. The next time she called me was when she was having a problem with her mother. And all of a sudden, of course, because her mother got upset with her because there's an assumption of something that she did that was not good, right? All of a sudden her mother's a bad parent now. I'm still a bad parent because, you know, I'm still a bad father because of my correcting her. But she still wants to come over here and live now. And obviously that's not going to happen because, well, it's not going to happen. If it really was going to happen, we would go through the process, and I would, of course, you know, she would come and stay with us. However, it just doesn't work that way. It doesn't work like, hey, pack your shit, let's come on over, you can move. You got to change schools, you got to do all that stuff. But, you know, the issue is that these things as a parent can be tough and difficult to deal with, but I'm prepared for it. I'm ready for it. Like, I know what's gonna happen. I know it's coming. I know it's coming straight at me. I know it's not gonna stop. I know I'm gonna have to deal with it with the rest of the kids kids are often, they often rebel against their parents, and I try to set a precedence of them not doing that. I try to set a precedence of, hold on a second. I try to set a precedence of we don't take that shit in this house. And we don't. The wise was popping, homie. If you're just getting in, bro, I'm talking about being in a blended family and some issues I've been having with my daughter. And being in a blended family is, it can be pretty heavy. It can be pretty difficult. Those are my two kids you see right now on the screen. My two. It can be pretty difficult as a step parent, because you are coming into a child's life, right? You're coming into a child's life out of nowhere, and all of a sudden you're saying, I'm your parent. Now I'm the one who tells you what to do, how to do it, when to do it, where to do it, why to do it. You know what I'm saying? Not to that extent and not to that extremity, but in so many words, that's at least the way that they look at it. Who is this guy that's coming along out of nowhere that's about to try to tell me what to do and what I can and cannot do? And it's a long process to build a trusting relationship with your stepkids. It's very hard to do, and it takes a long time. It's a process. It takes a very long time to build that trust. Yes.
I want to change. I want to get my 4th of July outfit.
Okay, baby.
Okay.
But when my daughter, comes at me and is getting pissed off at me and calling me a bad father just because I've had to correct her and I've had to say, hey, listen, and I've had to bitch at her every now and then, just because of that. And she just did the same thing to her mom, which is why she wants to move in with me now. That it is atrocious, because for somebody like me, not only have I not always been a good father, I have been a fuck up in my past. I have made a lot of fucking mistakes in my past. I haven't always been there for the kids. I've always had my philosophy on what it is to be a good father, and I've always tried damn hard. But being a drug addict and being in and out of circles that can take you away from your family for a while, and going to prison and things like that, that kind of hinders you from being the father that you need to be. And I've gotten to the place finally to where I can be that father, that good father. Malicious, stand the fuck up. What's poppin', Derek? What's good, my homie? We're sitting here talking about being in a blended family, man. It's rough, man. I was just saying that I've been having issues with my daughter, and blah blah blah. You can watch the replay, see what I was saying about that. But being in a blended family is difficult. You got to build the trust and everything, and it's hard. And being a stepfather in particular, a stepfather is one of the hardest, I think it's one of the hardest jobs to get your stepkids to trust you, to love you, to have that kind of bond that you want to grow with them, and I've gotten there. I'm there. My stepkids respect me. They love me. They don't talk back to me and shit, And when my eldest daughter, my flesh and blood, not my stepdaughter, my eldest daughter that lives mostly with her mother, my daughter's mother, son is 32 years old, hopeless romantic idiot, better him than me. That's a fact. Hopeless romanticism. Oh, Hopeless romantic. Yeah, I was a hopeless romantic at one point, man. Didn't work out too good. Didn't work out too good. Maybe it was because I was hopeless in the wrong ways, or with the wrong people. But you know, to have my daughter consider me a bad father just because I've corrected her, just because I've done my job as a father, like it's insanity. Like, doing your job as a father and then you get called a bad father by your own child because you're doing your job as a father, that they don't know. Like, she'll grow up and she'll see, like, oh, he was doing his job as a father. Her mother, same thing. Oh, my mom was doing her job as a mother. And it just gets gets difficult. So we brought her, we brought her over here. She called me. She gave me a call on the phone. I got a text out of nowhere because I have not seen this girl since Christmas, and I do not push her. I don't push her to come over here. I say, you want to come over, come over. You don't, you don't. I'm not going to push her, and I'm not going to make her do it. I want her to want to come over here. I want her to want to spend time with her family. That's what I want. I'm not going to push her or make her do it, force her to do it. I could go to court right now. I could lawyer up, go to court right now, get the 50-50 that it is court ordered that they have to come over here. What? Hold down. Down.
Here's the fan right now.
I know. But I don't want to do that. I want her to want to be with her family. I want her to want to come around, okay? And I haven't talked to her since then, so I get this call out of the blue, out of nowhere. Dad, can I come live with you? Mom is being so rude, and I hate her. Okay. I see where this is going already, right? You can already see where this is going. Her mom's, something's happened. Her mom's, corrected her or whatnot, this and that. And she's pissed off because, not too many months ago, I was the worst father in the world. And she never wanted to see me again because I had to correct her. And so I knew where it was going. I knew the path it was taken. All right, I understood what I was about to confront, and so my son calls me. So, how much do you know about Cicely? That's my daughter's name. Well, first of all, I know that there's a lot of shit going on at home, and I know. Trust me, I have to explain to my son, don't sweat it, calm down, I got this, I'll take care of this. And he's like, this and that. He explains everything that's going on. I'm like, all right. I call her mother. I say, listen, this is what I'm gonna do. We had a long talk. I said, listen, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come and pick her up. I'm gonna bring her home. We're gonna have a talk with her, and we're gonna work this out. And we're going to push on from there. But I did tell her mother, I said, listen, I need your help, man. Situations like this, you've got to start contacting me. I mean, I got a call from my son about this situation, not my son's mother, she's not a bad mom. My kid's other mom. She's not a bad mom. She just, me and her don't agree with the way that, the way she does things, and we don't have the same idea of what it is to be a parent. So, but that's fine, you can have your differences. It just kind of clashes when they're going between houses. That definitely clashes. So I went and picked her up. I got her over here, and I let her settle in. We ordered some pizza and shit. We chilled out for a little bit. And so I took her out to the pool. Me and my wife did. We took her out back to where the pool is, outside, away from everybody, I think atmosphere is important when you're talking to your kids about something serious. When it's a serious situation, I think atmosphere is very, very important. So I was like, all right, we need to do this outside, some fresh air. Let's do it by the pool. Let's a nice, calming, relaxing, natural area. Let's sitting in a boxed up room talking about some serious shit. It's not going to get through as well. You know what I mean? So we do that. We go out and we take her out. And, I just kind of explained to her, listen, you have to understand the job of a parent, what the job of a parent is. And I go through the whole spiel. And there are things that, we talked about that are just, personal life. So it's no point me getting into it. It's just the basic kid shit, the basic kid shit that you go through. So now I haven't heard from her. Well, actually, she did just text me. She said, I want to come over there for a week or something like that. I got to figure out what that was all about. But it might be she wants to move over here for a week. But anyways, it's rough, but luckily I know how to handle these situations. I prepared myself for it. And that's one of the things I told her. She was complaining about kids fucking with her at school and shit. And I told her that's going to change soon because she's getting older. Some of the boys are fucking with her. And I told her that's going to flip-flop in a couple years. That's going to be completely different. And I have a 9mm for that. And I just told her she has to be strong. She can't let the things get to her, because kids at school are assholes. They're just assholes. A lot of them aren't being raised right, and even the ones that are being raised right can still be assholes. You know what I mean? Kids are rude to each other. They are, you know what I refer to children as? Oftentimes, not all of them, but most of them are just little tiny sociopaths, because they haven't learned those social skills yet. They haven't really grasped the whole social skill thing, and being socially correct, like being how to interact with other people. They haven't really grasped that yet. So I call them a bunch of little sociopaths, because it's pretty much in their adult versions, if they still acted like that, they would be called a sociopath. You know what I'm saying? But for me to be able to not only come out of drug addiction, come out of prison, come out of all these things, and be a better father for it, and still be able to gain the trust of my stepchildren, and gain the love and respect of my stepchildren, and then after that have my daughter come at me with all these crooked sideways shits about how I'm a terrible father just because I'm doing my job as a father. It doesn't feel good, but I don't let it bother me. Obviously, it's not. It's like I told her. I said, whatever you say to me, it doesn't matter. You're a kid. You're thinking with your emotions. Especially, you're going through puberty right now. You're thinking with your feelings. You're not thinking with your brain. You're not thinking with logic. You're not thinking with reason. You're thinking with how you feel. You're speaking with how you feel. Everything that comes out of you is your feelings and your emotions. And that's not good. You're not going to get anywhere from doing that. And I don't know why my pictures keep showing up upside down and shit. But, when I first came into the blended family situation, when I first came into the blended family situation, I understood what it was going to be like. I understood that I was going to have issues. I understood that there were going to be problems. I understood that there were going to be times I didn't get along with it. I was waiting for the "you're not my dad" line, Stepchildren, no. love and blood children feel entitled and arrogant. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it works, it works both ways because we both got blood children, so it's like it's a cesspool over here of emotions and feelings and silly ideas and misconceptions, and that's the biggest thing, misconceptions, and you have to watch out for that. I call myself an opportunist parent because I take the opportunity, because I found as soon as she texted me and told me, I hate mama when I come over here, I said, bam, there's the opportunity to come and step in and work on this and be able to help, because I don't get that kind of communication with the other biological mother. I don't have that communication with her. She does not call me and talk to me about the kids. None of that happens. I have to call them. And I don't call my daughter as much, because I told her, I said, the reason that we have tension right now is on your end. What I did was something a father does. What you did was react to it emotionally, and you react to it as if I was attacking you, when you don't see. She doesn't understand what it is to have a real dad around, or even a real parent that knows how to discipline and knows how to correct a child, because her mother doesn't really have the same kind of techniques that I do, and she doesn't see that. So when she gets it from me, she feels attacked. See, I always say the biggest and best way to reprimand your child is to reprimand your child. Let them go, let them cool down, and then come back and talk to them and say, now, hey, do you understand why we had to go through that? Do you understand why I had to tell you this, tell you that? Do you understand why I had to correct you? And you build a conversation, because I don't think you should punish your child without debriefing. There should be a debriefing period, I think, all the time when you're dealing with your children and you're dealing with discipline. And I think it works, because it's worked wonders for my stepkids. My stepkids get it. They get it. They know what it's like in this house. We don't take shit. We don't take disrespect. We have very simple rules in this house. Don't disrespect one another. Damn sure don't disrespect us. You disrespect us, you're going right down the tubes, and we're taking everything from you. I have trouble sleeping at night, so don't be fucking loud and crazy at night. And clean up after yourself. Boom. Boom. Those are the rules. And the golden rule. The golden rule and the platinum rule. The golden rule, do unto others, The platinum rule, don't be an asshole. That's basically my only rules in the household. Well, you should have seen the shit that she said to me when she got so mad. She got so mad. Oh, she got so mad. And I said, okay, I'm sorry you're angry, but this is the way it's going to be. It's not going to change. I'm your dad. I'm always going to be here. I'm always going to be your father, and I'm always going to correct your ass when you're wrong. Even when you're a grown woman, if I see you doing something the wrong way, I'm going to let you fucking know. I'm going to let you know. I'm your dad for life. That's not going to change. I'm always going to be the guy that's going to tell you like it is, what it is, raw and uncut, no filter. I'm going to tell you exactly what the fuck is up, and you're going to have to listen or whatever. Yeah, if you don't listen, that's not on me anymore. I've done my job as a father. I've done my job as a father. If I've sat here and I've talked to you, and if I've explained to you the errors of your ways, and if I've done that and I've done it in the right way, I've done my job as a father. What you do with it, I can take you to the water, but I can't teach you to drink, Is that the term? It's something like that. But it's rough, man. And you have to find, when you have stepkids too, you have to find the love in your heart for kids that aren't yours, that's a struggle too. You know, you can always, you know, because kids, you know, can be difficult to deal with. You have to find the love in your heart to deal with kids that aren't yours. The love, and I mean the love, the real love. You know, and we've gained that. I have gained that with my stepkids, and I have 4 of them, and it feels amazing to me, and I feel great about it, and I love it, and I feel like it's an accomplishment. It's an accomplishment for both of us. The minute my daughter acts grown, and the minute she needs is the minute she needs to. Yeah. Yep, exactly. You know, and you know, if they're gonna act, you know, if like just like our oldest is 17, turning 17. You know, I let him know if he's gonna be right, do right, he's straight. If he's gonna act like a child, if he's gonna act like, you know, if he's gonna act like he's still a little one of them little children and throw tantrums, throw fits because he can't get his way or whatnot, I'm gonna treat him like a child. You're gonna get what you ask for. You know what I mean? Yeah. I know. That's what I keep trying to explain to the mother. Please, you have to communicate with me about this shit, and she doesn't. But hopefully that will change. I explained to her, you know, I told her, I said, listen, you know, I really need you to start communicating with me about these things that are going on at home so I can help, so I can put my helping hand in. Because, you know, I might not be, you know, the most brilliant person in the world, but damn it, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to parenting. When it comes to parenting, I have studied child psychology. I went to college for child psychology. Well, not child psychology. I went to college for psychology in general, but I studied child psychology on my own because I wanted to be a child psychologist. I wanted to help kids that were going through the same thing that I went through when I was a kid. That's what I wanted to do. The only problem is I'm a drug addict and I end up dropping out of school. But it wasn't before I got a lot of knowledge about psychology and a lot of knowledge about child psychology that I did on my own time. And you mix that with reality. If you can take what you know about psychology and if you can conflate that and intertwine that with reality and what's real, and make the right discernments on you know, what needs to be said and how it needs to be said and the way it needs to be said, you're Gucci, you're good. I get it, trust me. Parenting is one thing I will say. I am not I down myself a lot, man. Like I have self-esteem issues and shit like that, and I don't up myself a whole lot. But you know what? Depression and you know, depression does that to you. But one thing I will say about myself is I'm a damn good father, and I know what the fuck I'm doing as a father. That's one thing I will say about myself positive. You guys have heard me, anybody that's watched my videos, you guys have heard me say a lot of negative things about myself, because it's true. Because I went through a lot of things and I did a lot of bad things in my life. But one thing I know I'm good at is being a dad. So you can imagine the effect it has when your first daughter, your eldest daughter, your blood daughter, you know, tells you you're a bad dad because you doing what you know in your heart is the right thing to do as a father. You know what I mean? And these are the things that we try to explain to her and we try to break down. The most balanced former drug user I know, the Manic Asylum. Thank you, brother. I appreciate. You know what? It feels really good to hear shit like that from you guys, man. It really does, because I try to be, man, and it it really helps, man, because like I keep saying, I keep telling you guys, I got that clinical depression that really fucks with me, man. So hearing positive things like that, man, I try to stay away from negativity, you know what I mean? I try really hard, and because there are times that I can't let shit get me down, but you know, hearing things like that, it helps, man, and I appreciate that. So salute to you, Derek. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, bro. Much love and respect to you, brother, for that, man. I really appreciate it. I really do. You know, dealing with depression is rough, man. It's rough, and you know, there's a spectrum of depression, you know, and then there's the I've had a bad day, so I'm depressed depression. Yeah, this ain't it. This ain't it, champ. Yeah, this is a family bloodline thing, and unfortunately, I'm afraid my kids might end up with it as well. It's clinical depression, and it doesn't let up, man. It doesn't let up. There are times that it does. I've gone to a doctor. I've gotten on some antidepressants, so hopefully those are gonna help. You know, I don't mind saying things about myself. I have nothing to hide. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I go to a psych doctor to get on antidepressants, and you know, I'm trying to do what I can to make myself trust myself more, feel better about myself more. Like when I come on these lives, I want to trust myself more to say the right things. When I know damn well I can, I know damn well I got it in me, you know. I just, you know, you can still, and people can tell me all day like my music is good and stuff. I got some whack ass music, but I do got some good songs, you know. I got some pretty good songs, and I can have people tell me all day that I've got great music, you should keep doing it, and in the back of my mind there's that little voice that says, no, not really, bro. They're just saying that, you know what I mean? And it's always like that, you know, even with the videos and stuff. Like, that's just what depression does. It fucks with you. It's a little voice in the back of your head that just fucking kicks you every now and then. Just kicks you in the back of the fucking head every now and then, you know, relentlessly. It sucks, man. But, you know, I'll stop the woo. I'll stop playing the violin for myself now. But fuck, man, what's going on in the fucking world today, man? Any stories we got going on? Derek, you want to jump on the Hangouts, brother? You are you at work right now? What time is it? It's 4:01. You at work? Anybody want to jump on a Hangout while I'm on? Let me see here. really
So listen, I'm sure we all know what occurred this morning. My personal opinion is that you all know where I stand on this. Do I think justice was served? No. What do I think justice is? I think this city is still owed an apology. And let me digress for a moment. When I came on this job, I've been a cop now for about 31 years. When I came on this job, I came on with my honor, my integrity, and my reputation. If someone accused me of doing anything that would circumvent that, then I would want my day in court, period, to clear my name. I've heard that they wanted their day in court with TV cameras so America could know the truth, but no, they chose to hide behind secrecy and broker a deal to circumvent the judicial system. My job as a police officer is to investigate an incident, gather the evidence, gather the facts, and present them to the state's attorney. That's what we did. I stand behind the detective's investigation. I'll let Mayor Emanuel comment further.
One thing is, not only do I support the hard work of our police officers, the defective units, but I'd like to remind everybody, a grand jury indicted this individual based on only a piece of the evidence that the police had collected in that period of time. So a grand jury actually brought the charges. I think on two things I'd like to say, or three things I'd like to say. One, on financial costs, this $10,000 doesn't even come close to what the city spent in resources to actually look over the camera, gather all the data, gather all the information that actually brought the indictment by the grand jury on many, multiple different charges. Second is what I would call the ethical costs. And the ethical costs is you have, as a person who was in the House of Representatives when we tried to pass the Shepard legislation that dealt with hate crimes, putting them on the books, that President Obama then signed into law, to then use those very laws and the principles and values behind the Matthew Shepard hate crimes legislation to self-promote your career is a cost that comes to all the individuals, gay men and women, who will come forward and one day say they were a victim of a hate crime who now will be doubted. People of faith, Muslim or any other religious
So
faith,
how
will
is
be a victim of hate
he
crime.
released of all charges then?
People that of all walks of life and backgrounds, race, ethnicity, sexual orientation,
Good
Now
lawyers,
this
I
casts
guess.
a shadow of whether they're telling the truth, and he did this all in the name of self-promotion. And he used the laws of the hate crime legislation that all of us collectively over years have put on the books to stand up to be the values that embody what we believe in. This is a whitewash of justice. A grand jury could not have been clearer. To then say not only is the cost, the $10,000 doesn't come cost financially, but all the other repercussions of this decision it made, to me, where is the accountability in the system? You cannot have, because of a person's position, one set of rules apply to them, and another set of rules apply to everybody else. In another way, you're seeing this play out in the universities, where people pay extra to get their kids a special position in universities. Now you have a person, because of their position and background, who's getting treated in a way that nobody else would ever, sorry about that, don't get near, I'm doing near my sermon here, that would ever get close to this type of treatment. Our officers did hard work day in.
All right, that's pretty fucking long. Damn, man. He got off. That's crazy. He must have good lawyers. That's all I could imagine.
Daddy,
Yes.
do we have any more leftover pizza?
I don't know. I'll check in a minute, honey. I'm on live, okay?
Okay.
You want to say hi? Well, say hi.
Hi.
Hi, live.
Hi, live.
Hi, live.
Hi, live.
Say I'm Sophia. Tell them how old you are.
I'm 5 minutes, Sophia.
All right, baby. Love you. Go. I just smoked in here. Seen you together. That's my youngest one. That Sophia is me and Roxanne's kid. My wife. That's our one blood kid between us. So but yeah, it's hard being in a blended family. It's not an easy thing. If anybody else is in a blended family, you already know. But it's like I said, you got to go in there expecting everything. You have to go in there expecting what's going to happen, because a lot of foul shit's going to happen. But Derek, if you want to get on a live later, let's do it, bro. I know you're just getting off work now. So if you want to get on a live later on, I'm down. So just hit me up and let me know. And that's about it, man. I'm gonna let y'all go. Hey, if y'all feeling love, subscribe to my channel, my pages, and hit my Patreon, show some love, and I'll play a track on the way out. How about that? Let's see what track I'll play. I play Painkiller song I made about my family life and my mother. Peace out, y'all. Much love.
Manic Minds.
Feeling lost and out of place. Empty eyes look upon my face.
What?
Take me home.
Take me home.
Take me home. Take me home.
Cold shoulder when you're going down. You said you never let it go, your colors showing now. I'm staying real and I'ma hold it down. Painkillers taking me another go around. I never know what life is going now, so I paint pictures with pain to slow it down. Ain't playing games, I'm getting older now. Same shit, different day, just let it roll around. I'm growing up, never showing up. The going was tough, but I'm a soldier, I'ma hold them up. They throwing blows at me, I soak them up. I throw them back to let them know I'm never folded up. It's getting colder, so I bundle up. Those sick, hopeless souls choked up. Papa forgive them, they not know what love. Cold-blooded, so I'm thugging, I just throw it up.
Feeling lost and out of place. Empty eyes look upon my face. Take me home. Take me home. Take me home.
Talk to him. Now I'm whole as fuck and soaked in blood, my throat is numb. You know that cocaine potent as fuck. Pour me another one, the only place I'm going is up. Growing up without a father can be lonely as fuck. You know a fucked up mama can't control a young thug. And I'm so stubborn, it's more money and more drugs. Now my soul struggles with hope, love and emotion. Blow for blow with a real motherfucker get swole up. Bitch, I'm showing up, let's put his fucking head to that white. Fight me, these hating motherfuckers, they don't like me, despite me. Manic episode, bitch, it might be, I be. I roll with that 40 caliber beside me, the shiesty. I rise even if my daddy left. Abandoned by my mama, how could you ever neglect? I never let my child go, I never turn my back on him. Never let a dirty motherfucker put their hands on him.
Feeling lost and out of place. Empty eyes look upon my face. Take me home. Take me home.
Talk to him.
Take me home.
Damn, now my sanity failing me in a way that I can't even sleep. Hysteria when I'm awake, so I just suffer today, and I'm just stuffing away. You just keep running away, you never love me anyway. Bitch, my struggles with cocaine and opiate addict. When it shattered my soul, the broken misery it added to erratic to ratify the potential to come back. And I'm a casualty, flashing this badge at me, and I'm trapped back to the cage. That's a generation erasing the murder rate of reverse and serve a perpetual state. And I'll never let him relate, I'll never regret a mistake. And I said I'm better today, cause I just forget him, let him fade away. It's no murder anyway. Closed curtain, living your servitude in a maze, you can't escape it. Hatred, ignorance of your face, and my patient waiting, I envision they awaken. I try to raise them up.
Lost and out of place. Empty eyes look upon my face. Take me home. Take me home. Take me home. Take me home.
Alright, y'all. Thanks for sticking with me. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Make sure if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And if you're feeling generous, hit the Patreon. And I will be back at y'all soon. Much love and respect to each and every one of y'all, kings and queens. I'm out.